Hey everybody, Baron Bananas here once again. And just like I said, we're going to be continuing on with Doki Doki Blue Skies. Whew. Just going to make sure, yep, that is still turned on. So, when we had left off last stream, we went through our third day as an official member of the club, wrote our poem, which was geared toward Yuri, and, well, she liked it, obviously. But before all that happened, we kind of noticed that, Sayori was kind of off. Like, there was something clearly going on with her, but she didn't want us to worry about her. It's like, it's fine, just have fun and make friends with everyone else kind of thing. So that's been kind of weighing on our mind that whole day. But thanks to some words from Monica and Yuri, they kind of put that a bit at ease. It's like, yeah, something is probably wrong, but don't pry, don't try to force her to say anything. If she wants to tell you, she'll tell you. If she wants to talk, she'll talk. So after all of that, we had to choose what we're gonna do to prepare for the festival. We could have helped any of the girls with any of the stuff we're doing, but because we're on Yuri route, we're helping Yuri. We're helping her do decorations and whatnot. So when we did leave off, it was Sunday when she's supposed to be coming by to help. Or rather, I'm supposed to be helping her. So we're gonna get a lot of Yuri right now. Again, let me know if I could turn the music up just a little bit. I almost feel like it might be too quiet for you guys. Yeah, just any input would be great, that's all. Because, I mean, there's a lot of original tracks that are going to be coming up. I'd rather you hear it than not. Or just barely. So, alright, without further ado, let us continue on in Doki Doki Blue Skies. Yep, okay, good. I am not muted. Thank God. I just spent all that time talking to nobody. Always a worry. It's already Sunday. I've been getting increasingly anxious about Yuri's upcoming visit. I keep telling myself there's no reason to be nervous, but it doesn't help much. Yuri is clearly an introvert and also an intimate person in general. There's no doubt she'll open up a little bit when it's just the two of us. Meanwhile, we've even been texting occasionally. She was extremely apprehensive at first, but it wasn't long before I was already learning more about her. Ow. I had that turned up a bit too high for my liking. I peek out of my window and notice... Yuri? She's not supposed to be here for a little while. I go downstairs and open the front door. Okay, so she just showed up early. Like, very early, apparently. So wait, how long was she standing outside the door, then? Questions for later. I was worried this was the wrong house. I probably should have asked about it earlier. No, it's okay. You're a bit early, though. But that's alright. I'm glad I took the time to tidy things up before she arrived. If she'd arrived early and I hadn't done anything, I would have been really embarrassed. you waiting for a long time?
No, I just got here. I suppose I was just a bit anxious that I'd followed your directions wrong.
You always could have texted me. If I had known, I would have reassured you and hurried more on my way home.
I suppose that's true. I didn't think of that for some reason.
Should be common sense to do that, but I decided to ignore it. I see you brought a lot of stuff with you.
That's right. And did you manage to find everything I asked you to buy as well?
Well, I actually had a bit of trouble.
Is that so?
Yuri had texted me a list of art supplies yesterday, and I was supposed to pick them up for today. Alright, what happened? Did you get too caught up watching anime, you goddamn weeb? Okay, never mind. You just couldn't find it. Okay, good, you saved yourself. Probably works out better this way, since she'll be able to get exactly what she's looking for.
Well, we should be able to take some things from the art room at school.
You can just go to the school on Sunday, when it's closed, and just take stuff? Okay.
As long as I could leave my things at your house first? I'd rather not carry them with me.
Sure, no problem. I quickly open the front door to my house, and Yuri places her things just past it. That way, we'll see them as soon as we get back.
Right then. Shall we?
The two of us briskly start walking to school. The weather is beautiful, and a light breeze blows throughout the streets. Yuri is rather quiet, but she doesn't seem to be annoyed. I've come to learn that she tends to appreciate things from afar, so her silence isn't too worrying. It's odd being at a school on the weekend. Being at school on the weekend. The mood of the place feels totally different with the crowds of students around. Yeah, anyone else there actually ever noticed that? If you go to school after hours for whatever reason, it just feels different. Whether this is elementary, high school, college, university, what have you. It just feels off. And like, no, I don't even think in a bad way. It's just kind of like a, huh, okay. Yuri leads me down a long corridor until we reach a rather imposing door.
This should be it.
With a slight creak, she opens the door and heads inside. The smell of dried paint lingers in the air. While not terribly large, this place should have what we're looking for.
Okay, so we'll need a large cloth banner and some paints. Do you have brushes already?
I think so. It couldn't hurt to get some more, though. Yuri strides through the classroom, a determined look on her face. It's quite a stunning contrast to how she usually appears. I kinda like it. She bends down and pulls a long, thick sheet of fabric from a shelf down below. With surprising haste, she folds it up into a neat bundle and tucks it under her arm.
No, Baron.
Yeah?
Well...
She closes her eyes, taking a quick breath.
I know we haven't even started yet, but... this is nice. We're doing something so simple together, yet it feels so enrapturing.
Eh? That's a bit forward, isn't it? Yuri seems to think so too, as her face flushes.
I didn't mean for that to sound so serious. We're not even decorating yet and I'm ruining things.
She retreats into the deep purple shroud of her hair, fidgeting with a loose strand. My god, I think she's more of a bundle of nerves than Hanako and Kato Shoujo. Damn! Now this is the Yuri I'm more accustomed to. Yuri, I thought we went over this. You don't have to worry about that. I know that's just your way of expressing how excited you are to start working on our part for the festival. And I'm excited too.
Okay. If that's how you really feel.
She nervously scans the shelves, picking out the various different paints we'll need. In the end, we spend a bit more time than I was expecting here. It seems Yuri really pays attention to the quality of what she wants. Quality over quantity. But if it'll make things go well for Yuri today, I don't mind. Right, shall we head back to my place and get started on this?
Yes, we should have everything we need now.
Once we arrive back at my house, I unlock the door and guide her up to my bedroom. Damn, bro, you're not gonna buy her dinner first? There should be enough space for us to work on the banner up there. Why not the living room? I feel like a living room is bigger than a bedroom. But whatever. Whatever, MC. Whatever you want. Whatever, Baron. Game Baron, not me Baron. Now I'm a caveman. Me Baron. Me want banana. There, that's the second time I've used that joke in a stream. That won't get old fast. As soon as I open the door, Yuri wanders around my room curiously. And as you can see here, Yuri, this is where all my manga is. And to the left, you can see all my anime figurines. I am a weeb.
Baron, your house is remarkably tidy.
What the hell happened there? I cleaned it before you came over, so...
Oh, you didn't have to do that just for me.
No. I'd be really embarrassed for my room to be a mess while you were here. As you should be. Especially if they're in your room for long periods of time.
I see. That makes sense. After all, a clear room makes a clear mind, does it not? Cleaning can be very therapeutic. I would have been more than happy to have helped you.
You know this guy for like 4 days, and you already want to help clean his room? Okay. Please, what kind of host would I be if I left this place a tip? What? What kind of host would I be if I left this place a tip? The hell? Is that like some kind of... I'm now... not a typo. What the heck? It's a countable noun that's only really used by the British, meaning a place where rubbish is left. Okay. So we almost got like we got a bit of a... Okay, so clearly a writer was British. One of the writers at least was, you know, from that area. It's okay. Alright, that makes more sense. Cool. There we go, we learned something today, again. There, a tip is a noun that can mean a place where rubbish is left. He's basically saying, what kind of host would I be if I left this my place looking like a dump? Or a trash bin. Alright. Cool, alright. Who knows what kind of other British vernacular is going to be in here. Besides, I like to know where everything is in my room. Everything has its own place, you know? Every book has its place, every place has a book. That's like a library mantra. Yuri nods and walks over to my desk. She carefully studies the various collectibles I have set up on it. Oh my god. Suddenly, she reaches down and... Oh my god. Oh my god. Yuri almost found the stash. Wait, don't look in there! I snatch Yuri's wrist, which is in the process of opening a desk drawer of mine.
Do forgive me, Baron. I shouldn't be poking around the property of others. I don't know why I did that.
It's okay, I just... Well, never mind. Wow, buddy. I'm glad I managed to catch her before she got a chance to look inside. There's things in there I'm not really comfortable sharing with others. But get it, man. You're alone. You're a teenage boy with the house to yourself, all alone, all the time. You've got something hidden in there, whether it be magazines or specific items. Yeah. Maybe put a lock on it next time you know you have someone coming over. That's all I'm gonna say. I let go of Yuri's wrist. She starts to fidget with her hands, gently squeezing them. So, what did you have planned, Yuri? Just play it cool.
Yes. I thought about some ways we could transform the club room. With the right atmospheric pieces, we could morph the world into our own citadel of
What? Okay, I'm glad I'm doing Yuri first. Because she's probably gonna use the more, you know, articulate words. How the hell do I pronounce this?
Scansion.
Oh, scansion. Okay.
With the right atmospheric pieces, we could morph the world into our own citadel of scansion. Our domain of declension. Our...
Yuri blushes. Perhaps she feels as though she got a bit carried away? That sounds ambitious. What kind of atmospheric pieces were you thinking of?
Well, even something as simple as adjusting the lighting or employing aromatherapy could be wonderful.
Wow. I'm impressed, Yuri. You've really put a lot of thought into this.
It's nothing really. I was just hoping that I could make our recital an event that plucks at the soul. Through our words, our visitors can experience our struggles and strife vicariously.
That sounds intense.
Intense?
I guess that's the best way to put it.
Is that a bad thing?
No, not at all. It's something I like about you, actually.
Is that so? That makes me feel relieved. And kind of happy.
Yeah, no need to be so anxious. Stop, like, you got that, people with anxiety? Just stop being anxious. You can relax a little.
Relax. I brought some things for relaxation. I was going to use them during the poetry event.
Oh yeah? Like what?
Let's see.
Yuri rummages through her bag. She pulls out a cylindrical wooden object and places it on my desk.
I thought about covering the windows up and having small candles provide the room's illumination. I think it would make our event a much more intimate affair. Don't you agree?
Yeah. The way Yuri worded that sounds a bit forward, doesn't it? I choose not to press it, though. What's the wooden thing, though?
Oh, it's an oil diffuser. It's actually my personal one from home. Tell me, Baron, how much do you know about aromatherapy?
Not as much as I'd like to.
Ah, well, let me tell you a bit about it a little.
I'm stumbling over my words like Yuri now.
I believe the scent of an area can completely alter how we perceive it. Being able to alter the aura of the room like that, there's something magical about it.
Yuri opens up and retrieves a tiny glass bottle from her bag, alongside a bigger plastic one filled with water. She empties the larger bottle into the diffuser, then uncaps the tiny bottle and adds a few drops to it, then pushes a button. Within seconds, a delightful smelling mist delicately floats out of it. Wow, that smells wonderful. What's the stuff you were adding to it?
It's my favorite essential oil. It's derived from the jasmine flower. It has a beautifully alluring scent. Wouldn't you agree?
It really does smell nice. Was there a particular reason you chose it?
Well, it's true that jasmine can aid relaxation. It has various other properties. It can enhance your emotions and stir the mind. What might simply be curiosity can grow into enrapturing awe and wonder. A mild interest can blossom into an exciting infatuation.
Okay then.
Some would describe it as an aphrodisiac, but I think that has more to do with the warm feelings it can give you. You're drawn in, your heart pounding along with the world around you.
Did did you have to bring up the fact it could be considered an aphrodisiac? Yuri, you're really being a little forward here. You're being a little too forward here. You've known me for 4 days, damn it. I'm scared of that word. What? Huh.
Pulchritudinous.
Pulchritudinous. Okay. Okay, what does that even mean? Beautiful. That's all that means. It means beautiful. It's an adjective, meaning beautiful. Okay, this definitely feels like thesaurus out on the lap when writing, just for Yuri.
Doesn't that sound pulchrituitous, Baron?
Yeah, I think that'd be perfect. You don't even know what that word means. Don't lie, I didn't know what it meant. There we go. I'm not sure what that word means, but based on her reaction, it must mean something good. Yeah, it means beautiful. She could have said beautiful there, but she's got a massive, internal dictionary. You're quite the expert on this, aren't you? I'll trust your judgment. Yuri smiles gently, clearly enjoying herself. She again reaches into her bag and pulls out several spools of thin ribbon. What are those for?
Well, did you purchase the origami paper I asked you to get?
Yeah, I have it over here.
We won't be using the paper for folding origami. What I'd like to do is write a different kanji character on each paper. We'll need about 100 of them.
Oh yeah? What will those be used for?
Well, I'm going to cut the pieces of ribbon to hang from our doorway of the classroom. Then we can fasten the kanji paper onto the ribbons and create a doorway curtain. Wouldn't that be beautiful? It would also catch the eye of those passing by the room. It may attract some to peek inside.
That's really creative. I had no idea you'd be so good at this, Yuri. We're just easily impressed, apparently.
Is that so? Well, I suppose I do get a little intense, as you'd put it.
She's got like this, I don't know, it's almost a noble woman-esque kind of laugh. So I'm just gonna laugh whenever she gets those points. Hey, Nichols. Oh my god, my girl and I are twinning today. You wearing a turtleneck sweater? Unless you just magically grew your hair out long and dyed it purple. Yep, with vertical stripes. Nice. No, your hair didn't spontaneously grow to down to your lower back. Some people wish for that. I could never manage it. I can barely manage my hair when it gets longer than this. So yeah, just to catch you up, obviously, Nichols, we are playing Blue Skies, the mod, and we're gonna be doing the Yuri route, and we're doing the festival preparations right now. So far, Act 1 of this has pretty much been more or less the same of Act 1 from the original game. It's after that point that it's gonna change up. So far, Yuri has been using a lot of big words that I've had to look up the pronunciation and definitions for. So I'm semi-glad I decided to do her first to get the hard stuff out of the way. Like, let's see, what was the last word?
Pulchritudinous.
Like, she used the word pulchritudinous? Saying that her idea wouldn't it be pulchrituitous? And that is just an adjective meaning beautiful. Even you know, the in-game Baron's like, I have no idea what that word means, but the way she said it and seems happy about it, it's probably a good thing. Yuri also stumbled upon a certain something she wasn't allowed to see hidden in our computer desk drawer. There's apparently stuff in there he's not comfortable showing people, so she almost found the stash. So that's like a great way to start that, almost finding all of our hidden, everything. Yuri giggles with red cheeks. Is it just me, or is she more relaxed than when it's just the two of us? Or maybe it's the excitement she feels from sharing something that she enjoys.
Here's a marker, Baron. You can write any characters you want.
Okay, Naruto, Goku. Yeah, that's a stupid joke. Hey, Tori, how's it going? Welcome in.
I'll help you once I finish cutting the ribbons.
Ah, alright. Sitting on the floor together, the two of us get to work. I carefully draw a different character on each paper, doing my best to manage my bad handwriting. Yuri unravels a long strand of red ribbon to her desired length. Then she reaches into her bag once more and pulls out a pocket knife. Wouldn't a pair of scissors be better? Who is the best girl? Best girl for me is Natsuki. That is my best girl. But I'm on the Yuri route, so I gotta wait till I can do best girl. Eh? The knife is strangely beautiful. The silver handle has an intricate pattern of waves etched into it. Oh, thanks for the follow. Appreciate it. The blade itself is gently tinted blue. That's no ordinary pocket knife. It looks really fancy.
Well...
Embarrassed, Yuri looks away. What is it?
You're going to think it's weird.
Yuri, whatever it is, I have no reason to judge. To each their own, you know?
If you promise you won't be weirded out.
Yeah, I promise.
All right. The thing is, I'm kind of into knives. They're just so pretty. I can't help it. I don't know what it is. The combination of craftsmanship and feeling of danger, maybe. What am I saying? Please don't think I'm weird for this. You're laughing at me.
No, I'm not laughing at you. It's just funny how nervous you got about sharing. Well, it's an interesting thing to be into, I guess. But I think it kind of suits you. What about Yuri says her in pocket knives and her go together? How does that suit her? How does I do not get it. Are we just trying to be a flirt right away? I mean, probably.
Suits me?
Yeah. It's kind of intense. Wow, just going back to that, really? Whatever, man. Besides, it's a really cool looking knife. I can't deny that.
It is, isn't it?
Yuri relaxes her expression once again.
Would you like to hold it?
Sure, I'll check it out. Yuri carefully hands me the knife with the handle facing me. I take it and turn it around in my hands. It feels heavy and extremely solid. Where do you even get a knife like this? Curious of its sharpness, I feel the point of the knife with my index finger. You dumbass. Ow!
Baron! Why did you do that? I didn't expect it to be that sharp. I barely touched it at all. It's my fault. I should have warned you. This knife is extremely sharp. It can cut through skin like it's paper. Why are you carrying...
Oh. That's the one on your wish list for a cut. Oh my god. Yeah, just... Damn, Nichols. You cosplay, you go all in. Here's just a real fucking knife. Nah, screw the prop. Here we go. It's just a real goddamn knife. God damn. Then again, for my Roman torture cosplay, I was tempted to buy an actual cane and then paint it. But then decided not to because that would have taken too much, probably more money and more effort than I was, and also probably more skill than I actually had.
Oh no.
Small drop of blood trickles down the side of my finger. Yuri takes my hand and gives the wound a closer look.
That's...
She stares at it and noticeably fidgets.
Where do you keep your first aid kit? We need to sterilize the wound and then wrap it to halt the blood flow. Do you have gauze? It should...
I raise my hand, cutting Yuri off. Yuri, I don't think it's that serious. I probably just need a bandage. Yuri's pupils narrow, perhaps afraid that she went too far. but I appreciate your concern. Will you be okay for a little while?
Oh. Yes, of course.
Problem is, her knife is blue, and most prop knives are just like normal knives. Yeah, that's true. Trying to get a blue tinted knife is gonna cost extra and be harder to find. I quickly run to the kitchen and rinse the cut, then apply a small plaster. It stings a little, but that should be the worst of it. As I return, Yuri's eyes dart around the room, as though she were too embarrassed to look at me. I mean, we're the dumbass who decided to look at a knife and go, poke. You gotta handle your weapons properly, man. Like, that is 100% his fault.
I went a bit overboard there. I'm sorry if I made things awkward. I just...
Yuri hangs her head shamefully. Yuri.
My parents were doctors, so I always tend to jump to the most severe conclusions when it comes to personal injury. I never know how to read the situation. I'm sorry for making you feel so out of place. In your own home, no less.
Yuri. She's way too harsh on herself. How can I fix this? It's really okay. Your heart was in the right place. She doesn't look up. I appreciate you were concerned about me, but I'm fine, see? It was only a tiny nick. It's my fault anyway for being so careless with your knife.
I see.
The panic in her eyes evaporates, replaced by a calm stillness. Yeah, we don't have her sucking our finger this time. They kind of clearly nixed that from their version of Act 1. Seeing her ease up a bit is reassuring. Maybe the oil diffuser is helping? Yeah, I know, right? And again, that was something that just came the hell out of nowhere. It's like, oh no, our finger's bleeding. Her first thought, grab it and start sucking on it. But do you remember what the main character did in return to make her feel less awkward? Afterward, he then grabbed her hand and then licked her finger? Because he's a goddamn freak? It's like, yeah, sure, she's kind of, feeling weird about doing that. Let's see, I'll diffuse the tension by licking her. Yeah, that'll work.
Thank you for being patient with me, Baron.
Yuri giggles shyly. That was really cute. I was definitely not expecting it. Couple of weirdos made for each other. Oh my god. Her first thought when someone was bleeding, suck the finger. His first thought to make the situation less awkward, lick her back. Oh, you guys aren't dogs, damn it. My face grows hot. Yeah, no worries. I clear my throat. We each resume our respective activities. I watch Yuri's knife cut through the ribbon like it's nothing but air. Meanwhile, I continue to make progress on the kanji. After we finish attaching the paper to the ribbons, we lay them all out side by side. It looks better than I expected, and seems like it'll be very effective as a door curtain. It looks great. Good thinking coming up with this, Yuri.
Thanks. It's going to look wonderful, isn't it? Are you ready to move on to the next task?
Yeah, let's do it. What do you have in mind?
Well, remember the paint in the banner? I'd like to make something with that. Something to display in the club room.
Ah, that's right. Yuri made a big deal about fetching the banner from the art room. She must have been looking forward to this.
Could you retrieve the paint and the brushes from the other room? I can stay here and unravel the banner.
Yeah, sure. I'll be right back.
Thank you very much.
I head downstairs and pick up the bag filled with acrylic paints. There's mixing palettes in several different colors. I stop to fill up a couple of cups of water before diluting the brushes afterwards, then go back upstairs. Yuri?
Baron?
As I open the door, Yuri is hurriedly rolling her sleeve over her arm. Nothing. Your face is a little red. Is it too hot in here or anything?
No, not at all. There's nothing wrong, so let's get to work.
I can't shake the feeling that there's something she's not telling me, but I don't push the point further.
So, I think if we did a color gradient across the banner, it would look wonderful. Starting with warm colors, then blending into darker shades. I thought a day-to-night cycle would be really pretty. Once it's finished, we could write something inspirational across it. We can hang it on the wall behind the podium at the front of the classroom.
Ah, neat. What are you going to write?
Well, it'll be more fun to surprise you.
Yuri smiles at me. If you say so. I kneel down on the opposite side of the banner as Yuri. That feels like a typo. Kneel down on the opposite side of the banner as Yuri. That's weird. Well, I mean, a few mistakes are alright. It's gonna happen. No game is perfect. Yuri uses a brush and adds a few dots of different colors across the banner to serve as a color guide when we paint. This kind of reminds me of elementary school. Painting on a banner with watercolors feels a lot like the art class projects we had back then. It's relaxing.
If this is too immature for you, then I'm sorry.
No, I didn't mean that at all. It's kind of fun, you know?
Yeah.
Okay, that's also another typo. Okay.
I suppose it is. I'm glad you feel that way, Baron.
Yuri places her brush down, pondering to herself.
Most people our age want to do wild things. But I'm usually more comfortable doing something soothing. quite content with just a bit of company. Even if it's something simple, like reading. We don't need to be talking a lot. Just having a friend next to me makes things feel a little bit nicer. I think that's all it takes for me to be happy.
Is that so? Even if Yuri and I are quite different, I can understand where she's coming from. I feel that way about things like anime and games, where simply sharing the experience with someone can make me happy. Damn straight. I could talk someone's ear off about Gundam all I want because it kind of makes me happy to at least, talk about it with someone. Obviously, it's like, if you don't care too much, please just tell me and I'll stop. Hey, Jen. How's it going? I think I feel the same way. Yuri smiles gently. Made me happy when you and Tofu were talking Gundam because I know you don't have many people to talk about it with. Yeah, I really don't. I really don't have too many people I can actually talk about it with. Even though Dimitri's watched some, he's not exactly really watched a lot, and Drew's just kind of like limiting himself on how much of it he will watch. It's like he's only watching stuff made by the original creator because that's real Gundam for whatever reason. I think it's mostly as a joke, but still like, well, come on, man, there's a lot of other good series. I want to talk about it more with people, at least the ones who understand. I don't know, Oh well, I always seem to just kind of like, just like when with Kamen Rider and Super Sentai, I like talking about that too, but there's not really anyone I can talk about it with. Oh well, I mean, that's kind of with everyone. They have that one thing they really like, but no one they can talk to about it. And you're doing good, I'm glad to hear. Yeah, I had us watch 2 Kamen Rider movies and a Sentai movie when we were doing our movie nights. I mean, overall, all 3 were pretty good. The Kamen Rider with the idols and plastic surgery clones? Okay, yeah, that was, Kamen Rider the Next. That was like, supposed to be a sort of semi-reboot to the original series, just in movie form. Yeah, that one was... yeah. I didn't expect that. Like, I didn't expect that from a movie like that. One dude only became a Kamen Rider to potentially avenge his sister, but then ends up having to kill his sister to put her out of her misery. And apparently they also released a soundtrack for that, with songs supposedly by that idol, and there's like a secret track near the end where it's supposed to tie into the horror aspect of it. I think they even mentioned that in the movie. There's like a secret track on the disc that if you listen to it, she'll come for you in the night and kill you. I mean, Japan is like a master when it comes to their multimedia stuff. You didn't care for the Sentai suits or anything, but the story was fun? I mean, that's cool too. Some people are just in it for the story. All the flashy effects and whatnot, yeah, that's some people's thing. Some people just prefer the story. Some like both. I'm kind of in the camp of both. And I'm not too afraid to admit some could have really good suit designs but a crap story. Some could have a really crap suit design but a really great story. It's all kind of hit and miss. Anyway, after that nice little fun tangent, let's continue on. The day is just now, even brighter.
I knew you'd understand.
Yuri leans over the banner and grabs an unused paintbrush. But I move at the same time, causing my head to bump into hers. Oh my god.
Sorry.
Yuri reels back, and I quickly lift my hands in surprise. Oh, also, Jen, a long while before you tuned in, Yuri was about to open a computer desk drawer, and then we stopped her immediately. Because there's, in his words, some things in there he's not comfortable sharing with others. He's also a teenage boy who has the house to himself pretty much all the time. So I wonder what's in there. Exactly. She almost found the stash. So much prawn. Or because he's a major weeb, could be just a whole bunch of hentai. He's just got off-brand coming out the wazoo. Are you hurt?
I don't think so. It just startled me. That's all. Sorry, I should have asked you to get it for me.
It's not your fault. Your face. There are droplets of paint on Yuri's face and neck.
Is there something on my face?
Yeah, I accidentally got paint on you. Sorry, it's totally my fault. I'll get a towel right away. I rush out and fetch a small towel, then I dampen it with hot water. I return to my room and kneel back down in front of her. Yeah, we still get these CGs. Here. I pat down Yuri's face and neck with the towel. Is something wrong?
It's warm. I just didn't expect it.
Sorry. I didn't want to use cold water. Having finished, I start to retract my hand. But Yuri suddenly holds my wrist.
Hold on a moment.
Eh?
Just for a little longer. It feels really nice.
I keep my hand still against Yuri's neck. She looks into my eyes. It's an intense expression that I recognize from when she reads her books. Almost as if she's lost in a daze, enveloped by her own thoughts. She breathes gently, half through slightly parted lips. What is happening? Is it the aroma of the jasmine oil giving me this dizzy feeling? No, buddy, it's all the blood rushing away from your brain. Yuri's gentle fingers, wrapped around my wrist, send a tingling sensation through my arm. And suddenly, her face seems to be much closer to mine than it was just a moment ago. Yuri slowly pulls away.
Sorry. I've been feeling a little lightheaded today. I didn't mean to space out.
It's fine. The moment is over as soon as it began. Yuri picks up her brush again. But her movements seem clumsier, like she's unable to focus. I remain silent, forced to ignore the event that just transpired. I hesitantly retrieve my own brush and continue following Yuri's example. That should do it. I finish filling the night sky with white dots that look like stars. Looking at the banner as a whole, it's very pretty and natural looking.
I think it came up better than I expected. I'm really happy with the results.
Yeah, me too. Are you gonna add the lettering now?
Not yet. It needs to dry first.
That's true, but won't it take a while?
Well, perhaps it would be best to leave it here, then you have to bring it in the morning. I can do the lettering in the classroom before our event starts. Is that okay?
That's totally fine.
Wonderful. In that case, I don't think there's anything more for us to do here. Whew. You say that like you're glad it's over. Was I wrong to assume you were at least enjoying yourself a little bit?
No, it's not that. I'm just glad we managed to get everything done.
I see. I am too. I was a little concerned about time. I need to start making dinner soon.
Ah. So you don't have any time left? I was secretly hoping we would have extra time after finishing the work.
Well,
Yuri thinks to herself.
I think it would be too irresponsible for me to wait much longer. I'm sorry. I was hoping there would be more time as well.
It's probably my fault. Yeah, because you stabbed yourself with a knife. Just a little more careful when handling a knife, you wouldn't have lost so much time worrying about it. Sorry for being such a slow worker.
No, it's not your fault at all. And the important thing is we got everything done, right?
Yeah.
So, I shouldn't be disappointed, or anything.
Gathering all her things, Yuri seems to look a little downcast. I understand why. It sounded like she rarely gets the opportunity to spend time with friends in a relaxed environment. But that doesn't mean this is the last time it can happen. Once Yuri packs up, I walk her out the front door.
Thank you very much for having me today.
No problem. I'm glad I was able to help. Just let me know if there's anything else you need me to bring tomorrow.
I will. Well, then...
Yuri fidgets.
I guess... I'll see you tomorrow.
Wait. I kind of say that without thinking. About today. It's fine that we didn't have as much time as we wanted. Because we can do this again. Whenever you want, you can come over, or we can go out somewhere. I forgot you don't like going out much. As I stumble over my words, Yuri simply smiles bashfully. Anyway, you know what I'm trying to say, so...
You're very thoughtful, Baron.
Yuri takes a step closer to me, then briefly squeezes my hand.
I kind of like that about you.
Well... how am I supposed to respond to that? I don't want to make things awkward, but...
I would like to spend more time with you as well, Baron.
She takes a slow, deep breath and releases my hand.
I guess... I'll see you tomorrow?
Yeah. I'll see you at the festival. With one last smile, Yuri starts to head home. She looks back over her shoulder, but then quickly turns back around. I'm really grateful I got to do this with Yuri. I enjoyed my time with her a lot. The way she said she simply enjoys having company, I understand exactly what she means. Tomorrow's gonna be incredible. I just know it. See, we have no Sayori interrupting thing. We'd never had her show up at all during this whole section. So there's one big difference. Oh yeah, I got time. I can at least get most of the festival started, I think. So let's just do it. We're actually gonna see the festival, guys. So strap in. It's the day of the festival. Preparations for the event should be nearly complete, given all the work everyone's put in over the weekend. The banner Yuri and I painted is dry, and I gently roll it up to take with me. She sent me a pleasant text reminding me not to forget anything, and I reassured her. I smiled, putting my phone away. Her personality even shows through her texts. Funnily enough, I'd probably feel the same way as Natsuki about the event. I'm more excited for it to be over so I can spend time with Yuri at the festival. But knowing Monica, I'm sure the event will be great too. It's been a while though. Where's Sayori? We're meant to walk together, but she's late again. I don't want to leave her behind, but if she takes much longer, I'm going to be late for school. More time passes. There's going to be a moment of decision soon if she doesn't arrive. Just as I'm getting ready to leave, I finally spot her, slowly making her way down the street. She's carrying a large sack in her hands, and I'm surprised she isn't running over to me. Isn't she aware of how late she is? Sayori! Where you been? You could have been late for school! So there, we got none of the horrible stuff happen there. Crisis 1 averted.
I know, I'm sorry.
Overslept again? Or couldn't decide what to have for breakfast again? She immediately pouts.
You're such a meanie sometimes.
You know my teasing is all in good fun, right? She mumbles something under her breath. I don't know why, just the face she makes in the spray, no matter what, it just seems kind of funny to me. I don't know why. Probably because of the, like, lack of visible nose.
Of course.
Looks like she's back to her normal self again. A definite relief. I felt a little guilty not spending Sunday with her, but then again, it was probably wise to give her space. Then again, Yuri also needed help. I point to the sack she's carrying, which contains an assortment of colorful little gift bags. Ah, are those the gift bags you were working on over the weekend?
Yep. I managed to get everything we need. Candies, quotes, and bookmarks. It was a lot of fun. Although, it was kinda hard to stop myself from eating the sweets.
And did you manage it?
People won't notice if a sweet or two goes missing, right?
You goddamn precious cinnamon bun, you. I can't help but laugh. That's such a Sayori thing to say and do. I'm glad you're feeling better today, Sayori. And I'm sorry if I was a bit too invasive on Friday. I just worry a lot, that's all.
It's okay, Baron. It really is. It's sweet that you were concerned. But yeah, I'm fine. It was just a little rain cloud. Although, I'm kinda nervous for the festival.
Honestly, I don't blame you for that. It's kinda nerve-wracking, isn't it? I mean, I know how much it means to Monica. At the same time, I didn't really realize how intimidating reciting poetry to a bunch of strangers can be. I mean, I've recited my crappy poetry in front of people in my grade. And then more people in my grade. That's what I get for taking our creative writing course in grade 12.
Yeah, I was all for it back in the club room. But now that the actual day's here...
She looks a little nervous. I reach over and give her a squeeze on the shoulder. We'll be fine. Don't worry. I know how much you like poetry, plus your poems are great. I just hope my own performance is up to standard. No, your poems suck.
Oh, don't be silly, Baron. They'll love your poem. I just know it.
I chuckle, admiring the definitive optimism that really makes Sayori, well, Sayori. Guess we'll find out. By the way, are you doing anything after the festival? Anything fun?
Nope. I haven't really planned that far ahead. I'm not great at doing that anyway. I'm kinda hoping we finish early so we can have the rest of the day off, to be honest.
So, what you're really saying is you want to just go home and sleep, right?
students there are! How many clubs are having their own little event today?
All of them! Sayori, it's the school festival! All of the clubs are doing something! What kind of question is that? Also, I'm gonna be right back. I must use the washroom. And I'm back. What a tactical change of topic that was. Hey, Mass Destruct, how's it going? Welcome back in. Our school's in sight, and there's a lot of students milling around. You tired? Sometimes we'd be good at that, changing a tactical change of topic. True, true. It's a little strange to think there's so many fellow students around, yet I've still been feeling so lonely. Just tell people to shut up. Or at least before joining the literature club. Times like these make me grateful that Sayori told me about the club in the told me about it. Okay, yeah, that's like a me typo where I try typing one thing, my mind shifts to something else. So he either told me about it in the first place or told me about the club in the first place. That's... that makes the third typo I've found so far. That kind of sucks. Hopefully not too many more don't show up. When I'm losing an argument, shut up. Yeah, that basically means you lost the argument, man. I'm sorry. You gotta tell him to shut up. If you're losing an argument, you lost. Okay. Good. You do know. Good. Some people don't. Times like these make me grateful that Sayori told me about the club in the first place. I don't know. Probably quite a few. I believe that's probably just an extension to her how many other clubs are putting on an event. By the way, Sayori?
Hmm? What's up, Aaron?
I just wanted to say, well, no matter how this festival goes, I'm really grateful you told me about the club and let me join. That's quite I like that analogy. That's actually a nice analogy. I like that. I've had a lot of fun so far. I scratch the back of my head nervously as Sayori looks curiously at me. I've never been good at expressing myself, and it probably shows. I guess what I'm trying to say is, thank you. It's been so fun being able to spend time with you again, too. It really takes me back.
You don't have to thank me for anything, silly. I've enjoyed it too. After all, it would be lovely if things go back to how they used to be.
Or used to, whatever. I got too into it. How they used to? What do you mean?
Oh, nothing.
Strange choice of words. What could she mean by this? As we enter the courtyard and make our way to our meeting room, she breaks the silence by giggling. Something funny?
I just thought of a way to steal one of Natsuki's cupcakes without her realizing.
Are you sure that's a good idea? Natsuki might be little, but you know better than I do, she can be really fiery.
Oh, don't worry about her. She might seem a bit mean on the outside, but she's harmless. Don't let her fool you.
Yeah, a rude Sayori. I mean, Sayori's just... Sayori is Sayori, that's all I can say. Well, I'd rather her than me.
Baron, Sayori. It's good to see you guys. Do you want to come and give me a hand?
Monica is placing little booklets on each of the desks in the classroom. They must be the ones she prepared that has all the poems for performing. In the end, I found a random poem online that I thought Monica would like and submitted it. So that's the one I'll be performing.
Hey, do you guys want to check out the pamphlets? They came out really nice.
Yeah, sure. I put down the banner I'm holding and grab one of the pamphlets laid out on the desks. Oh yeah, they really did.
Mm-hmm. They look really pretty.
Something like this will definitely help take the club more seriously.
Yeah, I thought so too.
I flip through the pages. Each member's poem is neatly printed on its own page, giving it an almost professional feel. I recognize the girls' poems from the ones they performed during our practice. Just then, Natsuki bursts into the room carrying a box that positively towers over her. Yuri trails in behind her, clutching at a large duffel bag nervously. We actually get to see a festival, unlike base game. I mean, Natsuki also isn't really that big. Oh, Natsuki's 4'11". I'm curious about everyone else's height. Wow. Sayori is 5'2". Monika's assumed height is 5'3". I like how Google knows exactly who I'm talking about. Oh, not with Yuri. Yuri is just tall. Yuri is 5'5". Yeah, according to in the concept, she's 5'5". I'm an inch taller than Yuri. Yep. Natsuki is 4'11". Yeah, just asking how tall is best girl will get a lot of different answers there. Yeah. Average height of 17-year-old Japanese woman is 5'1". So everybody but Natsuki is below average. I mean, above average, sorry. So yeah, everyone, yeah. Yeah, the average height of a 17-year-old Japanese man is 5'6", so yeah. Canada, average male height is 5'8.5", and average female height is 5'3.4", apparently. Man, I wish I was 4'11", be so tall. Oh my god. If that was the case, I think you'd maybe just come up to my shoulders. Jesus. Just alley-oop myself onto counters. Alright, now to bring out the lolly voice.
Alright, it's festival time! Wow, you guys got here before me? I thought I was pretty early.
Average height for a 17-year-old American female is at least 64 inches. Oh, so 5'3", okay.
I'm sorry for being the last one here. I'm glad that some preparation is already underway, though. It should take less time to set everything up this way. Yeah! Let's work hard together, everyone!
Natsuki unpacks her box to reveal 4 trays of cupcakes stacked carefully on top of each other. Why is she signaling me out?
Baron!
I jump at the sudden outburst. Yes?
Help me lay out these cupcakes! Then, if you wouldn't mind... Sayori, can you help me with these?
Yuri gestures at her bag, to which Sayori nods cheerfully. I help Natsuki with her cupcakes while Yuri and Sayori start putting up decorations. Meanwhile, Monika continues putting down pamphlets. Weren't we supposed to be helping Monika in the first place? Oh well. It isn't long before Natsuki has carefully arranged her cupcakes in a neat formation. Each cupcake is topped with white icing and some kanji written in a variety of different colored frostings. Wow, these look really good. Great idea, making them literature club themed as well, Natsuki.
Yeah, it was a good idea, huh? I wrote down the words that specifically have to do with poetry in our poems, too.
She picks up a cupcake to show me.
See? This one says create.
Isn't that the kanji for use?
Eh?
As Natsuki furiously checks over the rest of her cupcakes to look for more miswritten characters, I glance over to I glance over at Sayori and Yuri. Yuri's on the floor, painting her inspirational quote on the banner in white paint. I guess she figured out where to put the banner herself. Meanwhile, Sayori's hung up the kanji curtain in the doorway and is puzzling over the essential oil setup. A good writer possesses not only his own spirit, but also the spirit of his friends?
Yes, it's a quote by a German philosopher, Friedrich Nietzsche, or Nietzsche, whatever, however the fuck you say his name.
You know, everyone who thinks they're being super deep in quoting him. Natsuki is too small to put up the banner herself. Must help her. Sayori's putting the banner up. Plus, I'm sure there's a stool. Seems like a pretty fitting quote. Oh, well then, fuck her then. She can do it. Natsuki's job was cupcakes, and that is complete.
Yes, I thought it would summarize our experiences in the club quite well. I'm finished with the lettering, so if you wouldn't mind, Baron.
Oh my god. Yep. Yeah, okay, yeah. Oh my god. Oh boy. Oh jeez. Yep. Yep.
That is, could you help hold my chair steady as I pin this up?
Of course. Yuri pulls a chair up to the front of the classroom and climbs onto it, teetering slightly. She grasps the banner tightly in her hands as she reaches up to attach it to the wall. The chair gives a threatening wobble, but luckily I managed to steady it.
Ah!
It's okay, Yuri. I've got you. You don't have to worry about it.
Thank you.
Is it just me, or does she look like she's starting to blush now? I feel my cheeks begin to heat up as well. I didn't say anything weird, did I? When I help her down from the chair after she's finished, she looks more bashful than ever. Man, how do I always make things so awkward? 'Cause you're an awkward person. Looks like all the preparations are almost finished now. I feel like there's something missing, though. Suddenly, I notice a large bag sitting forlornly by itself to the side. That's Sayori's, isn't it? Sayori, did you forget to set up your part?
Ah! Did I? I did!
She rushes over to the bag and quickly empties it out. It's full of small, colorful bags tied shut with thin ribbons.
Ah!
Don't worry, I'll help you. Start organizing the goodie bags in neat rows on the desks closest to the door. I peek inside one of them as we do so.
You can take a bag if you want.
Inside the bag, I find candy, stickers, inspirational quotes from poems on some sort of cardstock, and bookmarks. Looks like there's a good mix of things in here. Hope they made enough goodie bags. Let's just hope Sayori didn't eat all the candy.
I chose only the best candy for the festival. And the best quotes.
The best bookmarks as well.
You betcha.
We laugh as we finish up our task. I take a bag, fish out a candy, and pop it into my mouth. Sayori really does have good taste. The chocolate and toffee seems to melt on my tongue.
Can I have one too, Baron?
I can't resist those puppy dog eyes. You brought them, Sayori! You don't need my permission!
Thanks! You're the best.
There's the club room set up for the festival. By the time we finish, it looks like everyone else is done too. The classroom is now darkened and lit up by the ambient lighting of the candles. A delicate floral scent wafts through the air, courtesy of Yuri's essential oils. Sayori and I head towards the other three girls, who are huddled near the front of the classroom, murmuring to each other. Is it about time to start yet?
Almost. We wrote that we were going to start at 10 a.m. on our posters, and that's in 10 minutes.
Oh, so their poetry session starts the same time as my streams.
Are people really going to show up for this? Don't be so negative. Some people have shown up already, and I'm sure more will file in soon. You guys don't have to be worrying so much about it. I've got full faith in all of you.
Sexy, or spooky, or both? Let's go with sexy? Because this ain't spooky vibe. I can give you a spooky vibe later. I hear Monica in a British accent, and now I can only read Monica in British. You're welcome. It just seems to fit her. For some reason.
I've seen all of your poems. It's been amazing watching each and every one of you find and nurture your own unique writing styles.
She smiles encouragingly at each of us. To her credit, her words are helpful, even though I haven't been part of this club for as long as the other three.
Even Baron? Notsuki.
I can't do double voice. But wow, wow, Natsuki, the way to just kind of be a bit of a bitch.
It was just a joke, jeez. I thought some humor would lighten the mood. Sorry. Just trying to make sure everyone's in the best frame of mind before we start. It's okay, Monica. We all understand and appreciate that. Yeah, we know how much this club means to you. I want it to be a success just as much as you do.
Couldn't have put it better myself. Even though I've only been in the club for a few days, I felt really at home. Truth be told, I used to be kinda lonely. Knowing that I'm included in something with people like you guys always makes me feel better. I haven't told anyone about how lonely I've been feeling. I'm a little nervous about how they'll react. They all turn to me, varying degrees of emotion on their faces. Natsuki impassively looks to the side, while Sayori and Yuri give me expressions of concern. Yes, expressions of concern. They look so concerned. Okay, now Sayori has a concerned expression.
Aw, Baron! I had no idea you felt that way. I'm sorry. I really hope we can change that. But I'm so happy you feel welcome here too. It's exactly what we wanted. I agree. No one should feel alone. I know it's quite a difficult thing to experience.
I feel a warm flush of gratitude at their words. Thanks, guys. That means a lot. Also, Monica, I told Sayori this earlier, and I figured you might appreciate hearing this. Well, no matter how the festival goes, I just wanted to say thank you. To all of you. Thanks to you guys, that lonely feeling has disappeared. You've all been so welcoming and accepting, and believe me, I'm really appreciative of that. So, even if this event doesn't quite go as planned, just know that I really love it here, and I'm glad Sayori told me about this club. If others don't like what we have here, well, it's their loss, right? The girls nod in agreement, smiling at me. I had no idea my words would have such an impact, but I'm glad they did in the end. It feels so rewarding to be able to give back to the club for a change. Monica turns to me, eyes shining with appreciation.
Thank you, Baron. You're right. Hearing those words from a newcomer really makes me feel like I've succeeded in my goals as president. After all, I wanted to create a place where people can feel comfortable and share literature. And what you've just said makes me feel like it was all worth it.
She turns to face the others.
See, guys? If we could show Baron how amazing this club is, who's to say we can't show other students the same thing? Don't see them as strangers. See them as potential club members.
She's definitely got an inspiring way with words.
Yeah, good thinking, Monica. What's the worst that could happen? Yeah. But if they say anything bad about my cupcakes, I'm gonna kill them.
Yuri giggles softly.
I won't lie to you. I'm still quite nervous. But after hearing what you've said, Baron, I realized there might be other lonely people out there. This club would be the perfect place for them.
Fucking Natsuki.
Yeah, we might even find more manga enthusiasts. That's the spirit. Now, let's go and show the rest of the school just what the literature club is made of.
As if on cue, a few people wander into the room, curiously looking around the room. Monica confidently walks over and greets them. And so it begins. brings me to save. As much as I hate to do this to everybody, I will run out of time before I go through the whole next part, so I'm just gonna leave the game there for now, and when we pick up on it, we'll go right through our actual poetry reading. I'll leave this background music on, because that's nice. So, just quick few announcements to try and pad out the rest of my time. Yeah, that's it. I'm teasing y'all. I don't want to go halfway through this and, you know, just kind of abruptly stop partway through. I feel like this is just a good spot to put it on pause. So I got a few things I just want to say and announce. So I made as always, I put an order in for some more Gunpla, and well, it came here a lot sooner than I thought. I ordered it like maybe a few days ago. So next week there'll definitely be at least one Gunpla stream. I got myself the revive of Char's Zaku 2. So the original Rival's original suit. Just going through them so quick. Yeah, I kind of do. And I've also got, because this actually came in stock finally, the regular Earth 3 Gundam. If anyone who saw it before recalls, or for those that are just kind of seeing it now, a few weeks ago I made the Alice Earth 3 Gundam. So the evil knockoff. So I've got the original right here, with its own armor parts and its own tiny version. Its own tiny core Gundam. Yeah, it's not so big. Not as big as the Sinanju, the one I built last time. These are a little small, a slightly bit smaller and thinner. Yeah, so we have that coming up in the future, at least. So I might do the Zaku 2 first, just because it might be a little simpler. Plus, I've only ever built one other Zaku before. So that'll be fun. Tomorrow, obviously, starting at 10 o'clock, we'll be back to Katawa Shoujo, going through more of Hanako's route. Saturday, my plan is 12 o'clock, go through Stardew Valley. That could end up changing, though. It all depends. I have to help a friend pick something up, and we're not sure when he'll be able to pick it up, so it could be Saturday. It could end up being Sunday. One of those days, I'll be gone for a while, so it could potentially end up canceling or shortening that stream. I'll let you guys know when I know, just so there's no surprise when you try to tune in and I'm not there. It is only Thursday. Don't really have much else to say. Oh, yeah, thanks for that, Jen. Wait, do I have a... I'm gonna check. I thought I set up a Nightbot thing for that at some point. Just a specific command. I can't even remember what commands I've set up for Nightbot. Oh, yeah, there you go. Perfect. Couldn't remember what I called it and didn't want to take a guess. So yeah, there you go. There's my Twitter. That's where I'll put updates, usually my schedule for the week. If I end up having to cancel or delay a stream, or just random pictures I'll post. Usually of, the Gunpla I've built. So, what is everyone's thoughts on Doki Doki Blue Skies right now? I need to update my YouTube URL thing. That's just actually what it is. I don't have a custom URL, I don't think. I'm pretty sure, at least. Yeah, I don't have a custom URL. So I can't even bring that down. I'll probably make a command just for the YouTube. I need to upload more VODs on there. I only have up to the second mission in Gundam Seed on there, and that was from 3 months ago. My god, I'm behind. See, I got a lot of time. I need to move a lot of VODs onto there. Still. I mean, Sayori's alive, so that's good? Okay. What are you thinking of the writing so far? We did run into a few little typos and grammar problems, but not too many, at least. Let's get jam onto this music a little bit. It blends pretty well, though. As much as I'm a bitch about spelling and grammar, I'm a bit more relaxed about mods, because not everyone has an English degree, you know? Yeah, okay. Yeah, and they're usually nothing too egregious. Yeah, thankfully they're not too egregious. There's something you can at least, in your mind as you're reading it, you kind of like fix it automatically anyway. Bugs me when people legit writing a game don't bother to get someone to edit it. True. Very, very true. This is a mod. They did have a lot of people working on it, but of course a few things are going to slip through the cracks. They mostly, you know, just wanted the game to play properly. Like helicopter dating. Oh my god. Yeah, that was definitely made just for the meme. That was for sure just for the meme. Since that just about wraps up what I want to do for today, I thank everyone for coming out, watching, lurking, commenting, everything. I appreciate it very much. I hope everybody has themselves a great rest of the day. I'll see you next time.